We'll see you then. Happening this week, the Ageless Awards are being given out in Portland. That's happening on Wednesday.
Yeah, the recognition from Age Plus honors contributions of Oregonians 75 or older who demonstrate the importance of living a purposeful life through every one of those years. Joining us now to tell us more about this year's awards and honorees, we have Stephanie Hooper, President and CEO of Age Plus, along with Dr. Karen Wilson, founder and board chair. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks for being here. I love these awards. I'm always excited to see who the honorees are. We've got a great group this year. Stephanie, what are the Ageless Awards for anyone who's unfamiliar?
Well, they are an annual event that really elevates the need and the recognition of the older adults in our communities doing amazing things. And so anyone 75 or older are nominated who continue to give back, live purposefully, and really defy those ageist stereotypes. It's an inspiration to us all to stay engaged no matter what age we are.
Yeah.
Well, and with that said, Dr. Wilson, I mean, Age Plus has done such a great job growing, too, in recognition over the years. What's it been like to see Age Plus and the mission really continue to land its mission and its impact year after year?
I think what's important is that finally people are beginning to understand that older age does not mean slinking off into the sunset.
Right.
I mean, a third of our workforce is over age 50. We have a huge cohort of people turning 65. In fact, there'll be more of us than there will be people under the age of 20. And that's a really important demographic shift. So Age Plus's work is going to be really critical in the next decade to help us make that adjustment in our society for the good of our state and for the good of all people of all ages.
Right. That's, I think, one of the huge benefits, too, is not only do we see these inspirations getting us involved in our community, but it's a good reminder to maybe change the way we think about older age. It's not a chance to just say, I'm kicking back, I'm done with everything. It's now you have this time to maybe start a new passion project or get involved in new ways. Something that we've seen from this year's honorees. Stephanie, tell us about who we're recognizing this year.
We have another fabulous cohort, and it gets harder and harder to make these decisions every year. We have Al Jubitz from here in the metro area, Marcia and George Hawker from here in the metro area, and Mitch Stinchfield, who lives in Condon. You know, Age Plus does statewide work, and so it's really important that we not just recognize people in the metro area, but also rural communities where they have even greater impact.
Yeah.
Well, and you say it's a difficult decision, but that's a good problem, right? That means there's a lot of great work being done out there. What are some of the reasons that these honorees are being recognized here this year?
Well, Al Jubitz, of course, is very, very well known. His family is well known for their philanthropic involvement for decades in the greater metro area and internationally. Al is a world-renowned Rotarian, and his work for peace internationally is well known.
Marcia and George are a power couple. They're like an honoree, each of them by themselves as well. And very involved in the jazz community, very involved in civic engagement, youth education, and have an amazing history as well. George was the first African-American spy in the CIA.
Oh my goodness.
He has an amazing multiple careers, like 6 different careers.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will say I had the chance to actually speak with him behind the scenes here one day.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was, I'm not playing favorites here on any of the nominees, but to your point, his history and his life story is fascinating. Fascinating. So great stuff. It's great to see all these honorees, and congratulations to everybody here.
And so, of course, we get to dig into each of their stories a little more this Wednesday at a really awesome luncheon. In-person tickets already sold out. This event has gotten so popular, but you do have the option to join virtually. So what do folks need to know about Wednesday's event?
Program starts right at 11:30. You can register for a free virtual ticket on our website at ageplus.org. And just tune in. There'll be an online chat. Be part of the event.
Yeah, that's great. And before we let you go, I know we're running low on time here, but there are some things happening in the state legislature that you're keeping tabs on this session. What would you like people to know about what's happening in Salem at the moment?
At the moment, you know, the budget situation is really dire, but there are so many needs. And we have a bill, HB 3497, has a really small fiscal, but it's going to go a long way in terms of an investment. And that is to really build the plan for our changing demographics. Right now, Oregon has no roadmap to really help us across sectors, not just in aging services, but in our workplaces, our healthcare, and our housing, just to name a few, to really be ready to adjust to these changing demographics.
It is. It's good to be looking ahead and trying to support folks through every stage of life. Dr. Wilson, what do you hope that people take away from getting to hear these stories of this year's Ageless honorees?
I hope it will help them see that in every walk of life, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's newspaper publishing, whether it's peace efforts, that older adults continue to make and continue to be a really important part of our society. And I hope that they will say, well, if they can do that, so can I.
Yeah, and I think we're starting to see that more and more. I think it's wonderful. Stephanie, Dr. Wilson, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
Of course. And again, the 2025 Ageless Awards happening this Wednesday. That is from 11:30 in the morning till 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You can still register to attend virtually, like we mentioned. We have that link on KOIN.com.
All right, it's 7:39. Earth, it's